everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Johnna and this is Honey. Hi honey. We just got picked up at the groomer and I just wanted to go over a few things on cruising and free casino cruise offers, how you get them, the different types. I've had a lot of questions and I'm hoping I can clear it up a little bit because I go on free cruises. Free cruises means I pay port fees and taxes, and you're going to pay that anyway, but the rest of the cruise is free, and sometimes you even get some free play added in. So I want to go over several different ways you can get a free cruise. The first way is the first one I got was from my local casino. It wasn't from Princess or Royal Caribbean or anywhere like that. It was from my local casino. I got so many points, I guess, and they gave me an offer for a free cruise. It was a balcony, so I was thrilled to death. And I decided to go. I tried to go on cruises so many times, and no one ever wants to go. So I said, I'm going to go alone. And I did, and I had a great time. So if you're worried about cruising alone, don't worry about it. It's safe. You have to be careful like you do anywhere. But it's safe. You're in a safe environment. There's a lot of other people sailing single or solo, and they do have meetups if that's something you want to do. You can also go on a website and talk to people that are going to be on your cruise or a cruise like yours. And also, when you're on the cruise, there's people that are with big groups, families that are together, and you'll see them throughout the ship, and a lot of times somebody in that group, they're alone anyway. They've wandered off on their own down to the piazza or out to the pool or in the sanctuary, and they're by themselves. They were not with the rest of the people in their group. So do not hesitate. If you love cruising and you want to see the world in this way, do it. I say do it because it's fun, it's safe, and it's financially economical if you want it to be. Now you can spend a fortune. You can get the drink package, and you can get specialty dining every night, and you can buy the photo packages. You can spend and get all the excursions and spend money left and right. Or you can go on the cruise, you can get what's offered on the cruise, enhance it with what you really need, and figure instead of going to 2 specialty dinings, I am going to go on another cruise because that's about what it costs, you know. All right. So let's talk about how you get a free cruise. Like I said, I got the first one from my local casino. I don't even know how I got it, how many points I needed. I went out there one night, I played for a while, and then I came home. And a couple months later, they sent me a thing for a free cruise and a balcony. Yay, I said. So I went. And while I was on that 7-day Mexican Riviera cruise, I earned what is called a see you soon. And I'll post it. It's an offer you get on your last night on the cruise, and it is from points you've accumulated from day 1 to day, if you're on a 7-day, day 6. It's 1 day before the cruise ends. They stop your points, calculate them, and give you the offer on what you've earned to that point. And I will put up a chart that you can see. I put it up before on my videos where you can see the different offers you can get for the different amount of points you get. Now mine, the first day, I won a major jackpot, and it was about, I say 700, it was 6 something or 7 something, I can't even remember, but that money went right into my bank or my account when I cashed out. So I didn't cash out and get money, it went in my bank. Now I could have gone and cashed it out, got the cash, been done. But I played a little more, and I budget myself $100 a day on a 7-day cruise. That's what I budgeted on this one. And I was able to get, with spending less than that, but I had won a little bit of a jackpot, I was able to get an offer for an interior cabin, which is fine by me. It gets me on the boat. I can always upgrade. You can upgrade when you book it and pay the additional amount between whatever a balcony is or suite, whatever the difference is, you can pay the difference if that's what you want to do. Or you can wait and put in a bid. Now, I didn't upgrade. I thought, I'm going to try an interior. I haven't been on an interior cabin in, I don't know if I've ever been. I do think I was on interior cabin once and ocean view once, years and years ago. Anyway, so I booked an interior cabin, and I got it where I wanted on the ship. It's kind of mid-aft, I think. And I am going on I could do up to 16 days. So I did that. And that's what the See You Soon offer. The offer I got, the points I earned while I was on the ship. That offer came to me before I ever got off the ship, so I knew I had it. Now, I also got $100 in free play on that offer. And with the chart, you can see the different amount of points. I think I had about 3,500 points. So, another way you can get offers, which I've started getting because I was on my cruise about 2.5-3 months ago, and I've gotten several. I've gotten repositioning cruises out of Fort Lauderdale, and they go to England, Italy, Spain, Bermuda. They go all over. They go from Florida over to the UK or Europe somewhere, and they're repositioning, so the ship is over there for the cruising over there in the when were those for? I think they're recent. Anyway, they're for the spring. So in the spring, they go over there, and that's their season, okay? So you can get those offers, and you will get those offers I got them in my email. You can also get them in your home snail mail. I haven't gotten anything like that yet, but I've gotten lots in my email. So I got these repositioning, and there were several different ones, and they were 13, 14, and 15 day cruises. Now, those were a one-time thing. I could take one and then take another one if the dates matched up okay. That's what you have to look at. But those came for port fees and taxes. So they were telling me $360 for one of them. They went up to $410 that I had to pay, but that was my $200 deposit too, which you get as onboard credit. So $200, and they also were offering $200 in free play. So those were actually free, because when I got the 200 onboard credit and the 200 free play, that's 400, and the cruises weren't even that much. So yeah, they're basically free. Now, another way is some other offers that I just got, and they're deals on deck. I think they come up with their names for all these. And these were a random amount of cruises all over the Caribbean, Alaska, Mexico, coastal, Tahiti, the Pacific, the Atlantic. They were all over, okay? Pretty much everywhere they sail, they had these cruises. And I actually booked it. And the reason I booked this one was, as I mentioned before in my video, is if you book a longer cruise, like the 16-day cruise that I'm going to Hawaii in, I have to earn a lot of points to get another cruise. I'm probably not going to gamble that much, to be honest with you. I gamble, but I'm not a high roller. I'm not getting these because I'm spending thousands of dollars in the casino. And so I will probably gamble. That's my entertainment a little bit on the Hawaiian cruise. But I need to go on a 7-day cruise, because that is the lowest amount that I will have to earn to get more offers. So I booked for the spring a 7-day cruise to Mexico again, like I did this year. I'll go next year. And I loved it. The problem was, I don't want to go on a 7-day cruise because I don't want to get off the ship after 7 days. I'm spoiled. That's why I did the 16-day to Hawaii. So what I did was, each offer is good for up to 3 times. Up to 3 times. It's not just once. You can book 3 cruises on that one offer. So what I did was I booked 2, okay? Because I can't really take off for 3 weeks. You know, I got the little one here. But I took off for 2 weeks, and I am gonna go on the Mexican Riviera, and then I'm coming back home. I'm not going home, I'm just going back to the port, and then I'm gonna go again. So that's 2 that I'm booking. Now I had to pay a deposit for each one of $200, and I paid port fees and taxes of $180, I think it was. So it cost me $380 for each cruise, and I will get $200 onboard credit back for each one of them. So of that 380, I'm really only paying 180 for the cruise. Now remember, this is given to me from that same offer I got from on the ship, where I'm going 16 days to Hawaii. And I imagine I'm going to keep getting offers to book more cruises. So when you think that, well, yeah, you had to spend $700 to get the cruise to Hawaii, no. I had to bet. I played $700. I got the cruise to Hawaii. I'm getting 2 cruises to Mexico, and God knows what else I'm going to get. I had an offer to do a transatlantic or a repositioning to Spain and Italy and France. Oh my goodness, and England. But I passed on them because I really don't want to have to fly home. You have to look at that too, because when you're paying the amount of money you're paying, it isn't anything. In fact, those were basically free. You got all your money back, including your port fees and taxes, because you got that $200 of casino money, and that made it basically free. But I still would have to get rooms and airfare back from like Italy or where have you, and I'm just not ready to do that this year. So I decided, and I wanted to take a short cruise, because once again, those were long cruises, going to need more points, going to need to spend more money to generate more cruises, because they will keep sending you the offers, but they only do that for so long, and then they dry up, you know. And if you take another cruise and you're not spending any money, I don't know how long you'll keep getting offers. So I wanted to book another cruise while I have the offers coming in for the spring, and then I will be able to generate more cruises off of those 2 sailings. Now the trick is, you are awarded the cruises on your last cruise. So if I play $100 or play my I get $200 in free play, by the way, on those Mexican ones. So I'm paying $380 and $200. No, I'm paying $180 and $200 deposit. So $380. I'm getting $200 on board credit. So $180. But I'm also getting $200 in the casino in free play. Now I think it's only on one cruise. You have up to 3 that you can book, but you're only going to get the $200, I believe, on one cruise. I'll let you know if it's different after I go on it. But the one cruise, I'm making $20 to go on the cruise. The second one, I'll be paying $180. All right. Yes, I pay my airfare to get over there. I pay anything I spend while I'm on the cruise. But I'm pretty low budget. I do go out to the port, but I don't do a lot of excursions, because unless it's something I really want to see and I think it's a value for the cost of the excursion, and I weigh it on, is this excursion going to cost me almost what another whole cruise would cost me? Because you can do a lot of these things on your own. especially in Hawaii, you can take the public transportation and go shopping and go to the beaches and do all those things, and you don't have to pay for those excursions. Now, if you want to go to luau and you want to do that, then yes, go ahead. If you want to go look at the volcanoes, but for me, my joy is the cruise, and everyone's different. I sometimes don't even care if I get off the ship. I know, that's crazy, right? I will be getting off in Hawaii, though. Okay, so then I wanted to tell you on that one, when I go to Mexico, 7 days, if I gamble, say I gamble the $200 free play, they're not going to give me anything for spending the $200 they gave me. It's money that I put through the machine. So if I win, like that one, I won the $700, and I put a lot of it back through. So then that was money. It was my money. I had won, and I put it back through the machine. So that counted as money put through the machine. I need 3,000 points. I didn't spend $3,000. So when you go on the cruise, and you go on one cruise and then you go on another one and you gamble on both of them, they are going to take your points and your level of where you hit on the last cruise. That's what your offers are going to generate from. So you want to generate better offers. You want to do the majority of your play on your last leg of that back-to-back cruise. Now, I will let you know how it goes. But and then you can get free cruises from your local casino. Oh, and I wanted to tell you another way you can get free cruises, because not everyone wants to go in the casino and gamble, and there's other ways to get a free cruise. Now, it's not as easy, in my opinion, because I go in the casino because I like to go in the casino. That's my entertainment. That's instead of a excursion or a drink package, because I don't drink. So that's what I do, okay? And I budget my money, and that's it. And so another way, though, if you don't gamble and you want to try to get a free cruise, is they have several things on board with drawings, okay? They had one in the jewelry, and I think it's called Iffy Jewelry, and you go there and they're promoting their jewelry, obviously. And they do a drawing, and sometimes they do it for so much money off, sometimes they do it for a free cruise. The same with the spa. They do drawings, and you'll see the different activities, and they will tell you they're having a free drawing for a cruise for 2. And so you will pay your port fees and taxes, because the ship's not going to pay your port fees and taxes. They have to pay those out to the ports. So you have to pay that. They're giving you the free cruise on the ship. They're giving you the cabin, the food, the room cleaning twice a day, all the activities, all the shows, everything that's included in the cruise. It's amazing. And that's what you're getting when you get a free cruise. So when you pay port fees and taxes, that just comes with it. That's what everyone has to pay. Okay. And like I said, my airfare getting over there I had to pay, but I'd have to pay that anyway. So another way, I'm going to get to it, I'm getting to it, is you go to these activities they have and put your name in. Now, when I was at the jewelry one, some guy won, a free cruise for 2. I got there kind of late, so I was just watching what was going on. After he won, and that's what most people were there for, was to put their name in the drawing. And once he won, I would say 75% of those people were gone. They didn't stay in the jewelry shop to try to buy any jewelry or anything. That wasn't their goal. They were gone. They were there to try to get the free cruise. So it's the same thing with the spa. The spa would do, you go listen to their speech about what they have to offer, and then they'll do drawings for so much off a spa or a free cruise or what have you. So you can win free cruises that way. Check when you're on the ship. Your patter every day comes out, gives you the schedule of everything going on. They have all kinds of giveaways on the cruise. They're trying to sell you all kinds of stuff because that's how they make their money. They're a business. And I don't begrudge them that one bit. I have to make the decision on where my money is best suited for me, and my money is best suited for another free cruise, or for fees and taxes. So anyway, those are the ways to get a cruise. See you soon. Mail offers that you're going to get, and they act differently. The mail offers that you get, you can use up to 3 times. That's the big difference. So you can do back-to-back, and even if you go on a 16-day, you can go on a 16-day and make it a 32-day if you want. But, I got the little one here. So anyway, that, and then you can get one from drawings they have on the ship, or you can get one at your local casino. So there are a lot of ways to get free cruises, and no, you don't have to spend a fortune. You have to initiate the offers. And please do me a favor, make sure you are budgeting yourself on your cruise and spending your entertainment budget. And I put down the description if you do have a problem with gambling and spending money you shouldn't be spending. There is a number where they can help you with that. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Have fun. If this is what you do for your entertainment, you might as well get something out of it. And I'm just showing you what you can do to get free cruises. Okay, I hope to see you. If you see me on a cruise, say hi, and happy sailing, everyone. Bye-bye. From me and honey. Okay, so this is the email I got for the interior room. I'm taking that back-to-back, going to the Mexican Riviera in the spring, and it says 25 in free play. But this scratcher here that they gave me wasn't working. So I called Princess to ask what my surprise was that I couldn't reveal because nothing was showing up. And she said it was 200 in free play in the casino. So that'll be great. This cruise will actually be a $20 moneymaker. I'll get the $20 or I'll get the 200 onboard credit that I put down on the deposit of the room, and then the 200 in free play will pay pretty much for my port fees and taxes that were $180. Now here are the different places I could have gone, and I can't show you all the itineraries, but you just click on it and look at them. But there was a slew of them, and they're different amount of days. And for people who haven't seen the chart already or don't remember what it said, this is the chart on what you have to earn and what you get for those points. The ones in yellow haven't changed from the last rewards Princess had, and Princess changed this in the end of 2025. So these are the points that are currently in July of 2026. All right, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day and happy sailing.